It's time for What's on Your Mind, and we've got Stephanie Minjin in the studio. Hello.
What's up?
How is everybody?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm sick.
I'm sorry. Maybe that's.
Voice.
I know. Yeah. I know. Maybe
I'm sick because of Stephanie.
And now
Contagious?
I'm healing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now she's healing, and then I gave my cold to PD님. And I think I'm giving like half the people in Arirang my cold.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Stephanie, for getting us all sick.
Well, I love you guys. So.
But how'd you infect her? Did you
She
guys
drank
go on
out
a-
of my cup last Friday.
Oh,
Remember,
really?
I told you.
No,
I told you. And she's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be sick." I'm like, "Oh, nee, you're gonna be sick." And she's like, "No, I'm okay." And we share a cup.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
Was it an alcohol or coffee?
Yes, it was.
It was? Okay.
It was makgeolli, but yeah.
Makgeolli.
Yeah. No, I figured alcohol it disinfects.
Can you breathe?
No, I figured it was alcohol, so it'll disinfect it. Totally not the case. All right, so what we're gonna do? So never drink out of a cup with somebody who's sick.
Well, people
Duh.
normally, yeah, duh.
I learned my lesson the hard way. Anyways, we've got some pretty funny stories today. The first one's actually quite interesting. So, Minjin, could you please read the story for us?
Okay, we have ID Shinhwa from Sandra. It's from Korea, and the title is Me Against the Gundam. Gundam is which is a robot.
Robot.
Toy. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's a toy, right?
So, like Transformers.
Yeah.
Transformer.
Like an
If
old
there's like
version
real
of-
Transformer, I'd be like
This is original.
Bumblebee.
This is original.
I love Bumblebee. Girls love Bumblebee.
All right, let me read. Let me read,
Go
okay?
ahead.
Okay, my boyfriend is a maniac of robot machine, and the name is a Gundam. He's got a 600 collection of Gundam, and
Oh,
it's
my.
worth about $10,000. I mean,
Really?
yeah, I think he's a big fan. And he doesn't come out of his house for a long time. I went over to his house, and I was looking for a jacket that I gave him on a 3rd anniversary and a backpack, and then he was missing it. And I asked him where they are, and he said, I sold it to buy my Gundam. I gotta call him for a date, and I have to take him out for a date. And one time, this is the worst thing. I was on the phone, and I forgot to turn off the phone, and I heard him say with his sweetest voice, talking to his Gundam robot. Oh boy.
So he was talking to the toy.
Yes. And what can I do to fix this disease, or do I have to break up?
You know what?
You know, Yang Yeon-suk is like this.
Is it?
There are a lot of people who's like obsessed with like one thing, and I think I actually heard about like I think there are like people out there who's like this, like
Yeah, because I saw even on a TV show too once where he has these particular figurines at work. And so he makes his coworker, his office worker, who's underneath him, clean this every
I saw
single
that
day.
one
Yeah,
too.
you saw,
I saw
yeah.
that one too.
And so he doesn't clean it. He makes somebody else clean it. And he's just like, you have to clean it with a Q-tip.
Exactly.
And
I
he's
saw
like-
that. I saw
and you
that.
can't use alcohol. You can't use, it's just water.
And it's like I heard it's like I don't know, several hundred it's a toy. It's like figures, right? It's not like big, but it's like worth it about $40,000. That's what I heard.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of...
$40,000.
Yeah, but Yang Yeon-suk is like this too. If you go to YG, he even talked about it when he was on a interview not too long ago about his figurines.
Like Gundam or
Yeah,
like
it's like you know,
or like
Taekwon
Spider-Man,
V, like
like-
Taekwon V, and
Well,
like all those.
what is? I mean, do you think it's funny? I don't
Okay,
think.
no.
I think it's for guys. I think I understand. you
really?
know?
Like
Of
these
course.
much?
Not
No,
this
but
much, but
anything too much is a problem.
I know, but I understand. I mean, it's like same thing for girls to taking their bags or shoes or their clothing or
Like
accessories.
like
yeah. I
collecting,
mean, I understand. I mean,
I
it's the same
understand that.
thing. But I think actually this guy's like stepping over the line. That's
little
my
bit.
that's I mean, this bottom of issue. I mean, talking to toy this.
I know. And like this I don't think this is the same guy, but that one of the person from the TV show, I don't know, maybe it's it's a real person, right?
Okay.
It's not like made up, because like they have like bunch of toys and whatever. That guy, the person I saw, he actually sold a baby's anniversary the gold band, because that's traditional in Korea. You know, like the guests, when the baby gets a year old, we throw a party for him, right?
Okay.
And then the guests brings they bring the
gold ring?
the gold ring as a gift, right? And then he sold all of them, and then literally bought a toy. So like, really, but that guy was like husband. I don't think this is a husband though. This is like a boyfriend.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm afraid that this boyfriend gets that point, which will be much more stressful for the girl.
Yeah,
don't you
I think that anything too much of a good, even though it's a good thing to have him being in a state where he likes to collect things. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Exactly.
But I think this is a little too much. If he's not willing to compromise, though, it's never going to work. So she keeps asking, what should I do? Should I break up with him or not? I really don't want to say this, but I think you might have to.
Or
because I don't think this guy will change.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
Because it's like hobby, like, you know.
Or she can get a
loves it.
same hobby with collecting Gundam. Just to get closer.
So it'd be like,
or she can wear like a Gundam costume.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
it might work.
Minjin,
You never
what are
know.
you talking about?
Just to
Costume
get
play?
closer, to understand. I mean, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a little. I think
That's freaky.
she's trying to salvage the relationship just a little too much. I don't think.
No. I mean, it's like, listen to me. I mean, he's so obsessive with Gundam, and then she's jealous of Gundam.
So like she has to become a Gundam, you say?
Yeah.
You're saying?
Why not?
What are you
Why not?
talking about? Oh my god.
So Minjin, if I say I love lipstick and I collect lipstick, would you become lipstick for me?
Well, I will. I mean, I will at least if I really, really love you.
Well, how about the doll?
Then-
You know, we have a like doll, the little like cute doll, like
a Barbie?
But it's not like there's like tons of kinds of dolls, you know, like, and it's like worth $1,000. I saw like, so I know, I kind of understand, but this, he will not change. So for my listener, yeah, like Isagon said, I think it's better to break up now than later, because
Yeah,
I know
if
it
you
will
marry
get
him,
worse.
he's not going to change.
I know it will get worse.
It's only going to get worse.
How about you? Like, you want to say something?
Well, I think there's a possibility if you talk to him about her emotional feeling about Gundam. You know?
I think she's already very like sick and tired of it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I
right.
would be.
It's like,
I would be.
excuse me, honey, you're talking to me and not to Gundam, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, that's just not understandable. So.
I mean, sometimes Gundam.
But you're saying like being the girl, being a Gundam, like role play or cosplay,
I mean,
whatever.
play with him. I mean, try to play with him a little bit and then try to understand.
You
it might
really
be fun.
think-
It might be
You
fun.
really think the boyfriends like it?
Maybe. You never know.
my God.
Well, I would.
Okay, hold on,
I would.
guys. Can we keep this show PG as possible, because it's going to like rated R all of a sudden?
No.
No, it's a Gundam. Oh, come on.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
You're looking at it on a different perspective,
No,
Isak. I think you're the only one who's looking at it this way.
No, from what you guys are saying, I'm just sitting here listening. It doesn't sound very right.
But
right
like
now.
girls wearing Gundam suit, that's just weird.
Well, it's like me dressing up as Iron Man. I mean, it's not going to be that cool.
Wow, it's gonna be looking hot.
No, it's not.
Can you wear it on a Halloween
Oh,
like next
dear
year?
Lord.
Okay, stop it.
Stop it.
Okay.
All right, so our opinion was it's better to break up than later, and I know this girl is stressful, so that's our girl's perspective. And Minjin said try
Okay.
to talk to him, right? And
Okay.
be a Gundam.
Okay. What about? Let me ask you a question. Do you guys have any obsessive things like a shoes or like a bag or accessory? Anything
Me,
like
not
that?
really.
You don't?
I
Oh,
What about you, Isa?
nope.
Well, you don't have anything?
I'm not. Number one, I don't know name brands. Number two, I don't. The bags that I have, my mom bought for me. So 90% of the clothes that I wear, my mom buys for me.
Well, your mom is very fashionable. I know.
True.
Her, so.
She is a hairstylist, so I'm her living doll.
I know. Okay, when we lived together, like
So you're her
mom,
Gundam.
I get
like mom literally like she
Okay.
she cut her hair like in the living room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you dye my hair, please?
Yeah, since my mom's a hairstylist, she is kind of keen on fashion. So, honestly, I think because of that, I've never really been obsessed with things. I used to collect Barbie dolls, but then
When you're young.
when I was younger. But then in 5th grade, I don't know why I did this, but if I would have saved a lot of the Barbie dolls that I had, they would have probably been worth like a couple $100,000 right now. But in 5th grade and started getting into junior high, I don't know why, but I started cutting all of their hair off. Oh my God. And then I started like
Do you have
throwing
like a
them away.
mental break or something?
No. I think
know.
she became Barbie's mom. I mean, when you start to cut your hair.
I think I was trying to imitate my mom, but
Yeah, I
I
think
went a
so.
little too close.
Yeah.
So I made them very short,
You see what I'm saying?
very, very short. And then, so I kind of started like deteriorating my doll. Yeah, so
Oh,
my
no.
dolls were no longer usable. So I've never
Barbie
really-
was no longer Barbie.
Yeah. I would put like Ken's clothes on Barbie and then Barbie's clothes on Ken. I don't know why.
Barbie became a barber.
But yeah. So I haven't really been obsessed with anything since then.
For me, not really,
Yeah,
not at all. So.
I know people who are like compulsive cell phone changers, so they have to be like on the
Oh
cutting
yeah, I've
edge.
seen a lot of guys like that. You know,
They have to be on the
change
cutting edge of
literally,
things.
You know,
Like they'll have a new cell phone like every month.
Early adapter.
Yeah, early adapters.
Wow. See, I'm not a machine person, so I.
Oh, she didn't have a cell phone for the longest time.
Yeah.
I was using
Really?
I was using a new camera phone, and she was still using like a black and green phone that the M company that that's big, that bulky.
You remember that?
I still remember your phone.
Oh my god, I still have it.
And my phone was like a DMV phone where I could listen to like Arirang radio
You know what,
and
the
like
thing
watch
is, like,
TV
I wasn't
and-
like jealous or anything. I'm like, and she's like, listening to all this, like radios and watching TV, and I'm like, okay, whatever,
That's
It's like,
the
as
thing.
long as this phone works, like, calling my mom or like texting, then I'm fine with it. I'm still like, I'm using this like upgraded, like, like these day phone, I will
Okay.
say, but I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, she's a very late adapter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, our opinion for today is, I mean, we can't tell you to break up or not, but in our opinion, we don't think he's going to change. So if you've talked to him and he still doesn't think like it's going to change, then
Then I'm,
yeah. All right. Well, we have another interesting story coming up right after our next song break. We've got Teen Top right now with their track 미치겠어. We'll see you guys after this. We are back, and we've got Stephanie and Minjin in the studio. So, Stephanie, could you read our next story, please?
Okay, this one is a little serious. Okay, ID Regan from Canada. She's saying hi to us, especially DJ Isagoni. I'm not going to talk about what happened today because I already found it embarrassing. Something happened to me today, and I didn't really get to respond. I wanted from some people in my personal life. I already felt horrible about the incident, and it got worse when those people shared a rude comment about the overweight woman and warned that if I control my eating, I'd end up like that. Oh, oh my god.
That's mean.
Okay, I have issues with my weight, but I'm already trying to get thinner by doing cardio 5 days a week and swimming once a week. I've been also trying to eat more healthier. However, instead of getting support from some people in my personal life, all they see is the potential of what I could become. So I ended up having an emotional breakdown. Oh no. And I told to stop talking. I know they mean well and they were trying to help, but I wish that they helped me in ways that could benefit me, not make me feel about myself alone the way. I have been crying since I have an emotional breakdown, but I'll be okay.
Oh, no.
My God. Okay.
Are you guys on a diet? That's my
Well,
question.
I watch my diet, which is like I'm not really like the
gaining person.
No. Like I don't really like that machine. The weight.
I know. Okay, so this is why Stephanie and I don't like the weighing machine. Obviously, Stephanie was in ballet, so obviously she's been weighing herself for a while.
But I watch my diet.
Yeah.
So.
When we were trainees, they used to drag us into the bathroom every Sunday, and then they would weigh us. So that is why we don't like going on the scale. But yeah, I mean, obviously, all women watch their weight. All women watch their weight. It's inevitable.
But one of like the thing that can help you is watching the food, like food chart, because she needs to know like her type.
True. But I think that right now she's already on a great line. She's working out at least 6 days a week. She's doing cardio 5 days and swimming once a week. So that means 6 days of working out. Also, she's trying to eat healthier. Then obviously, okay, so for me especially, if I starve myself, I can probably lose a lot of water weight within a very short amount of period of time.
Yes.
Right.
But does it look like I've lost a lot of weight? Not really. Does it show?
Water weight.
It's just water weight.
It just comes back.
But it comes back
very quick.
Now, I think our listener is doing a very wise thing of upping up her cardio and then also eating healthier. But the problem with this kind of statement is it takes a longer time.
Right.
Very
It takes a
long,
longer time. And also, in the first couple of weeks, you actually might gain weight. Now, 90% of women are just like, okay, I started dieting, I'm eating healthier, I'm working out more, why am I gaining weight?
Right, but you need to do that.
Yeah.
Like, do that, like, for the long time of period.
Consistently.
Yeah,
you know?
consistently. The reason, I'll give you guys the reason why you're gaining weight. The reason is it's not muscle mass. What it is it's your body getting used to your new diet. So your body is saying, okay, wait a minute. Do I get rid of this or not? And so your body goes through a lot of different changes. And so it might take a long time for that to happen. But if you constantly keep a positive mindset, it'll be a lot easier for you to overcome it.
I'm glad that she's saying, like, you know, but I'll be okay, that the last sentence, that she's like trying to think positive. But I think the problem is like her friends or the people in her personal life.
Yes.
Why? That's just mean.
No, but I've actually had some people do that in my life. I mean, obviously, we're all three of us are in the business. They're very blunt, especially when it comes to appearance. So some people will just be like, why don't you lose a few pounds? It's just like, why do you care? It's my body. Why do you care?
Why? I mean, I think their friends are giving her advice. I think she's so sensitive about it.
Don't you
think
like
so?
girls, they're sensitive. But like this is business. But if I was like her like truly like good friend, then I will help her like. I don't know, more like help her, not just like talking to her.
Okay.
You know,
you would actually give her advice how to do it.
Or I will just like give her like, I don't know, PT or something like that.
Just go work out with her.
Yeah,
like you do that.
I've actually had this argument with a lot of people. So I've actually seen a lot of other trainees and other new rookies, and they debut. And of course, anybody is always thinking about their weight, especially if they're in the business. And I've always had a pet peeve with a lot of the Korean system here in Korea about managers and how they do it. They just don't feed you. And they think that that's what's going to help you lose weight. They think if they starve you, it's going to just fall off miraculously, which in the end, it doesn't, because your metabolism, if you starve to death, scientifically, you lose all muscle mass and you are left with just fat. That is what you are left with. So if you starve to death, you don't lose fat. You lose muscle. Your body burns muscle, not fat.
But at the same time, we practice a lot.
Yeah.
I think she's got a doctor's degree on diet.
No, I mean,
It comes from
I know,
experience,
Isa was like, she was. Well, you didn't have like problem, but like I know she was always watching her diet, and she's like pro in that.
Okay.
So
well, it's because I am half. And I do have white blood in me. So I'm not as skinny as most Koreans are. My body shape is a lot different. And that's why Stephanie said earlier for our listener to know your type of body. Because everybody's different. And
True.
every time I go to the doctors, and I don't have a doctor's degree in it, but I mean, I do have personal trainers, and I have studied. Obviously, you need to study your body.
Exactly.
And you need to know what is fit for you.
Right. Like my friend in America, she was a ballet dancer also, but not like every ballet dancer is skinny. There are people like it's a bunch of like different type of dancers, and she was like very muscular, but she was a little like never like fat. I don't like that word. A little bit. And then she was very like stressful like over that, and she went to see a doctor, but she had no idea what her type of the body type was, and then she quit meat. Like she became a vegan actually, and then
Really?
she lose a lot of weight.
No, but yeah, that's the thing though.
Like that.
In your life, like your body, for certain people, they don't know what's good for them and what's bad for them, and they figure, Christina Aguilera went on this diet, so I'm gonna try it.
See, that's
that's not good. So the main thing is though, and I'm now, and I've told this to my listeners numerous times, I'm 15 kilos over what I was when I was promoting my album 10 years ago. But I didn't gain this weight in 1 year. I slowly, my body metabolism changed. I'm not practicing, I'm not dancing as much as what I used to. Any athlete that stops anything,
And then
they tend to gain weight because your body's not used to burning as much calories.
Right.
True.
So, in the end, you have to learn how to love yourself. And I've had a huge problem with this personally throughout my entire life. I never thought that I was fat until I came to Korea. And
You're
then
not fat.
No, but then everybody started telling me I was fat. When I first came to Korea, pound-wise, I was 110 pounds. I was 3 centimeters shorter, but I was 110 pounds, and they still said that I was fat. And so I lost...
10 is like skinny.
It's bone skinny, but it changes your perspective on what you see yourself
Right.
as.
And then like mentally
And
you
mentally, you start seeing yourself differently.
And you start to hate yourself.
You
like,
do.
I'm too fat.
No,
you know,
everything you do is just stressful.
Right,
So
right.
let's say I went to go. Normally, I wear a size medium.
Okay.
But I went to a clothing store and I tried on a medium, but it was too small.
in Korea.
Yeah, but I mean, it can be just the clothing brand. It could be just a smaller size, a more of a petite size. But
Right.
since then, I'm just like, oh my god, I gained weight.
Yeah.
And so
it's like you get stressful like that.
I think that our listener is actually in that kind of mindset where it's not just the people around her that are saying these harsh things. It's her herself not
That's-
loving herself and not being content
Very
with
good point.
her.
Very good point. Okay.
Yeah, but I think she's still trying to think positive. So
So you think she can just exercise 6 days a week? You think is that a fine thing
Well,
to
she
do?
still have to go see a doctor. I think that's like faster way. Like not a doctor, you know, like I don't know, even personal train PT.
Yeah, personal
works.
trainers. Yeah.
Because they have all those like machines to like check your body type. So
Yeah, I mean, nutritionists are good as well.
Right.
Go to your local doctor, ask them to do some blood tests, and ask them
what's good,
what's good and what's not. I do know some people, if you go even to an herbal medicine or a Chinese doctor, whatever you call
Right.
it in your neighborhood, there's a lot of different things to look at. For me, my problem, and this is maybe for our listener because maybe she has the same problem. For me, it's not eating is my problem.
Not
I don't-
eating. You didn't eat at all.
Like
I
you
don't-
have to eat healthy. That's better,
No,
right?
I need to eat more.
Oh, you need to eat more.
Because of my
so
job.
you can burn more.
So for me, my body
okay.
type is I need to constantly feed my body.
Okay.
And so I need to constantly munch on things, but
Okay.
I've been dieting for so long that in my mind, mentally, if I'm not hungry, I don't eat anything.
Right,
Which is a
right,
really
right.
bad habit. For me, I have to speed up my metabolism by constantly feeding myself healthy
see.
things. But for me, for the longest time, I mean, obviously my show's from 12 to 2. So for 60 years now, 12 to 2, I never eat lunch unless I have something with me.
Okay.
So I either have breakfast or I have to wait till after my show to eat.
Right, right.
And then sometimes it kind of gets awkward because let's say I made plans to meet Stephanie at 5, and I don't want to eat now because I'm not going to be able to eat when I meet up with her. So then I just wait till 5. And then that's going to be my first and last meal of the day.
I see.
So
See, that's not good.
yeah, that's not good. But a lot of people...
Very unhealthy.
It is. But,
But when you meet people, that happens.
It's
so
true.
I understand that.
But also, you might not think about it, but 90% of the people, not only just in Korea, but around the world, if they are going to school or they're going to work, a lot of people miss breakfast. Then they end up skipping lunch.
Right.
Then they end up skipping lunch, and then they'll remember, oh, I'm hungry, and then they'll eat something, and then they just kind of forget what time of the day it is.
Right.
So it's not really refueling your body.
And
You're
that
just
biorhythm is...
it's really bad for you,
it's very
especially
And
for
you
girls.
eat a lot later.
Exactly, and then you eat a lot
that
more.
gains weight and breaks your biorhythm.
Exactly.
You know, so.
And it also slows your metabolism down as well. So I think our listener for today, number one is you can never not pay attention to people and what they say to you because it's going to hurt either way.
Right.
But I think just loving yourself a little bit more. And if you have your own goal set, I mean, obviously you're working out and eating healthier. If you feel healthier, then that's it. It's your body, not theirs.
Put some pictures on the refrigerator of them. so you
And
don't
then go
get close
boxing.
to your
No,
refrigerator.
go to the gym. Put the people that are telling you to lose weight on a boxing mat, and then go
just,
and
like,
like
go
start
keep-
beating
On a sandbag, right?
Shooting the
On a-
sandbag. There you go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and my final tip is like don't rely on the scale.
Yeah. Don't rely. on
Don't
the
do
scale.
that. Don't. No.
Yeah.
Isak was like a Oprah Winfrey. on a diet today. You know? Did you think so?
like,
She was like, oh,
I'm a pro.
listen to me.
But do you have anything to say?
Well, on a diet? No.
No, that's why like he was like so quiet and we were like
No.
talking and then I was like,
Yeah, I mean-
yeah.
No,
he
because
was just
Minjin was
listening.
looking at me like,
Oh, really? And he's like,
Really?
oh,
Diet.
like
I mean, I'm
not-
sorry to say this, but I don't gain weight that easily. So
no, but see,
And
that's
you're
your
right,
no, but
too.
that's
Yeah.
your metabolism.
metabolism,
Yeah.
so,
no, you have a high
yeah.
metabolism. That's just you.
Yeah,
But there's certain
yeah.
people that have high metabolisms, and there's some people that don't.
Right.
So I
So it's a
don't.
different type.
So I cannot tell what to do because we have different bodies.
Exactly.
You know, so-
That's what. Yeah.
so
That's our
rude.
whole point.
That's rude. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like having somebody bone skinny eating a lot, saying, "I don't gain weight. I don't get it." Yeah, that's
It's just
That's
like
rude.
you're
That's rude.
different.
rude.
We are different.
All right. Well, what we're going to do is actually, speaking of weight, there's one singer, the singer that we're actually going to be listening to right now, the main vocalist of Coyote, Shinji, has also been in the news a lot of times about her weight fluctuating.
Right.
But her herself also really does stay true to herself. She doesn't really try and pay attention to what people say.
Exactly.
So we've got their track, 했던 말 또 하고, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.